morning. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the West. More specifically, we are in Chico, California, and I did not upload a video yesterday. I took a day off. I don't like to do that when I'm on the road. You know, I'd much rather take my days off at home. But it's been a while. It's been I've been on the road for the entire month of July. I've been uploading. I think I've uploaded most days in July. I think I missed a few days when I was spending time with my family for my family reunion back in Minnesota. But since I left there, I've been filming every day, and sometimes these days get very long. Especially, you know, if I'm filming like a amusement park, a theme park, or the California State Fair, those take a long time. I think I spent about 7 hours at the California State Fair filming. And then I got to the point where I just didn't know that I could go another day of driving or filming. So instead of getting my hotel for one night, I got it for 2 nights, and I hibernated. Yesterday, I did not do anything. I did hop on, I did a live stream for about an hour, but I had my food delivered. I didn't go anywhere. My car's been sitting here for 2 days because I didn't want to go anywhere. I just stayed in my bed. Now sometimes I feel like, I don't know if this makes sense, but like when I try to rest, I almost feel worse. Like I'm going, and then when I stop, that's when I'm like become like super exhausted. Like I woke up the next day, I didn't have anything to do. I laid in bed all day, but I felt like 10 times as bad. I just felt like absolute pile of garbage. Just laid there like a slug. It's almost like if you keep moving, it just your body charges up. But I guess that's not healthy. That's not healthy. Like I said, I when I'm traveling on the road, I'm paying for hotels. I'm spending time away from home. I get such little time at home to begin with that I hate to waste time resting on the road when I need to be resting. I should be resting at home. But yeah, I got to a point where I didn't have any more gas in the tank. And hopefully I got some gas in the tank by taking the day off. Like I said, sometimes I feel like I feel worse when I take off. Oh, I also got hit by that computer the computer malfunction, because I got in my hotel late here after the California State Fair. I came here to check in, and they told me when I walked up, they're like, our systems are down. We don't have any way to check you in right now. I panicked for half a second, but they're like, but we can get you in a room. So they said they told me they manually checked and made sure these rooms were empty. So they said they had a room for me. They photocopied my credit card, they photocopied my driver's license, and then they walked me to the room and let me in with like the manager's key. I guess their key machine was not working. So the next day, I propped my door open, walked to the front desk, just check. They were, everything was fine, but I was just checking, seeing if everything was up, because I didn't know that this was like a mass thing that was happening everywhere at the time. So I asked if everything was up and working. They told me no, it was not up and working. So like, okay, but I'm like, I'm good, right? I can stay here. Got here 2 days. They're like, okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll just charge your credit card when the machine starts working. So it was good though. I just needed a room to stay in. But I was laying in my bedroom, and then I knew everything was fixed when I looked up and the TV said, "Hello, Jacob." It said "Hello, Jacob" on it, because that at some properties they have your name when you walk in the room. It says "Welcome." It has your name on it. And so that's what I knew. I'm so glad. I was panicking, and I first found out about this big bug going around. I was panicking because I'm like, oh no, am I gonna not be able to get hotels? Am I not gonna be able to book hotels online? when I'm traveling. But at the end, I feel fortunate because I know some other people were like stuck in airports, not able to fly, which is much worse than what I had to go through. So yeah, it looks like that's behind us. It's always scary. You wonder. On one hand, I worry, are we too reliant on technology? When technology goes down, we have nothing. We have no plan. We're like chickens with our heads cut off. I remember I worked in a hotel years and years ago where I actually used the machine, like the credit card machine that like took a carbon copy, had the carbon paper, and you punch the credit card. I worked at night, so if someone checked in at night, I just did that, and then in the morning they would run the card. Credit cards don't even have like the raised bumps anymore, so you can't. Those machines don't even work anymore, I don't think. So, but also I can't sit here and complain about technology like an old man, because my entire career, my entire livelihood relies on technology. I wouldn't have been able to do this 15, 20 years ago. This career wouldn't have even been an option. So at one point, I'm so thankful for technology. In another way, I am absolutely terrified of it. But so the plan here, we are going to I'm going to head north today. After that, we're going to start headed back east. And while we head back east, we are going to attempt to visit 2 more state fairs in some very rural states. We're going to try to hit. I'm going to try to make this work. I'm going to try to do the North Dakota State Fair and the Montana State Fair. I've got a path mapped out that I think is going to work, and we're going to go for it. But today, we just got to make some northern distance. So I'm going to head north. We'll see if there's some cool stuff along the way, and we'll see if we can get to our destination before the end of the night. So please follow me. But before we leave Chico here, I believe it is time to invoke the EM rule here at this toy shop, Bird in Hand. This is actually the home of the National Yo-Yo Museum. Let's check this out. So a pretty vast toy store in here. Classic toys for children. Oh, look at these animal puppets here. The gray wolf. What's this? This is some sort of. Oh, okay. That was an upside down peacock. And here in the back of the store, we have the National Yo-Yo Museum. Let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, look at this. Rows and rows of yos here. All the different yo-yos. I remember, like when I was a kid, it was still super cool to know how to do yo-yos. I guess in some ways, maybe they were like the fidget spinners of their day. But like if you could do yo-yo tricks, you were a cool guy. And I was not a cool guy. I could not do yo-yo tricks. I couldn't even do the basic yo-yo motion. I could not make a yo-yo go down and come back up. I did not have the skills to do that. Oh, look at there. We got Richard Nixon doing some yo-yoing. It says here the yo-yo was originally from the Philippines and called the bandolore. But it says Pedro Flores began manufacturing yo-yos for the first time in 1928. And he dubbed it the yo-yo. Says that is the Duncan Company. They bought the production company. These were the most famous yo-yos. I remember Duncan making yo-yos. And it says eventually the name slipped into the public domain. They did have the trademark for a while, so it was like Kleenex for tissue. The item here would have been yo-yo, would have just been a brand name, but eventually that changed and it became the generically used name. Yeah, you see the evolution of yo-yos. These are the wooden ones. They started out as wood, and then, like most things, turned to plastic over time. And you see the yo-yos begin to have kind of a different look and shape to them, where they almost look like skateboard wheels. And here's a bit of local history. In 1990, Chico hosted the California Yo-Yo Championships. Now the yo-yos, in this case, all belonged to championship yo-yoers. This is Jack Rinka. Oh yeah, look at this. This is their yo-yo trading cards. And then the yo-yos that they used in their competitions. Yeah, look at the size of this one. This massive yo-yo right here. Yeah, these are all yo-yo championships here. All these trophies were won by yo-yo competition. And look at this. This is yo-yo's less popular spin-off, the Duncan spinning tops here. And right here in the center of the museum is the world's largest yo-yo. What's going on here? Well, it looks like some Trump supporters doing a little impromptu parade here in Chico. Stopped off here at the California Welcome Center, and I do like to check out the different welcome centers that the different states have. But I noticed California has a lot of welcome centers. Obviously, I've been in California for days, and as I'm driving, I see different signs: welcome center here, welcome center there. But I guess, I don't know, maybe there are a lot of welcome centers in California, because I guess there's a lot of points you can enter the state. Although we're kind of here, it feels like we're in a very central location. So maybe in some way they're welcoming you to different parts of California, because California, you know, has a lot of very distinct regions to it. You can see that California bear out front. And I actually would like to issue a correction. When I was at the California State Fair, I think I said that the California State Fair was the only, California State flag was the only flag that had a bear on it. That is not true. The Missouri state flag has two bears on it, meaning Missouri has the most bearful flag. But the California flag, the bear is very prominent. It's front and center. Missouri, they're kind of not hidden, but they're more of a piece of the detail rather than the main focus. But still, Missouri does have more bears on its flag than California. Yeah, let's check this out. Okay, looks like they have some local museum exhibits in here. We are in Anderson, California. It says this is from the Anderson Local Museum here, a little exhibit on mining. And you can see, talking about wine country here. So yeah, I think the different welcome centers are welcoming you to different sections of California. And speaking of bears, check out this guy. I love his bear stare that he has going on there. And look at that, wearing the button-up California shirt, going golfing. He's got his camera ready. This is a full-on tourist bear. Here is some unique local cabins that you can stay in this area. Here's some examples of implements used by the Wintu, Pit River, and Yana tribes. And that's a fishing lance there. So like almost like an arrowhead, I guess, would go on a spear that they would use in the Sacramento River. There's some old computer equipment here. I don't know who that photograph is of. Huh. Yeah, there's not like a plaque or anything explaining where this computer is from. Oh, look at this. It's a little exhibit on geocaching. I actually used to do geocaching. Back in the day, you had to buy like a GPS unit. I think it was like $100 back then. It was pretty expensive. I assume now, I just assume now you would just use your cell phone, but it is a lot of fun. You go to different places where they have there'll be like a hidden case that you find, and then you can take items out or maybe sign a log or leave items of your own. It was really fun. And there's something when I love traveling, I love to look for different geocaches, but sadly it just kind of faded away, not having time to do it. But man, it might be fun sometime to do a little geocaching. There are some old rusty gold mining implements that have been used back in the old mines, mining for gold. And look back here, we have a waterfall complete with fish. Look at those delicious California bass. There's the Northern California gift shop. So I guess in some ways maybe this is the Northern California Welcome Center. Back here, that's the California flag. See how prominent the bear is on the Missouri flag? There's like a seal in the middle, and within the seal there are two bears. So definitely more bears, but I would say California has more bear. There's much more of the flag is actually taken up by a bear than the Missouri flag. Which flag do you think is more bearful, Missouri or California? Leave a comment in the comment section. Some different California t-shirts there. There's Smokey the Bear. Now you see Smokey a lot, where I live in the Smokies, but it looks like he's kind of a popular icon here, and that totally makes sense because the issues they do have with forest fires in California. There's that bear again. That's cool, with kind of the flag turned into the state. And then we just have a bear who hugs California because he loves it so much. Got some great classic souvenirs. You got your shot glasses. You've got the piggy bank, California piggy bank there, and California coffee cups, even a California soup bowl. And I do always like to take a peek at the brochures to see if there's anything I might be interested in seeing. It's at the Charles Schulz Museum. I've been there. I've been to the Jelly Belly factory tour. That was a lot of fun. Both these are a lot of fun. Trees of Mystery, that's a great roadside attraction. Loved that. I'd been there. I think that's the Ripley's in San Francisco. I chose not to go to San Francisco on this trip just because of time constraints. I've never been to the Exploratorium. I've been meaning to check that out. Next time I get to San Francisco, I will do that. And not been to the Computer History Museum either. Although I have done the Disney Family Museum. That's a lot of fun. Stopped off here in Weed, California. So the archway there says Weed. Yes, the town is named Weed. And as you might guess, some people find this very humorous. It looks like there are several gift shops in town that like having some fun with the name. Here at the Enjoy Weed Shack. See the t-shirt there. It says, I love weed, from Weed, California. Yeah, you can see in here a lot of different jokes and puns there on the t-shirts. See Sasquatch here, even getting in on the fun. He says, peace, love, and weed. Oh yeah, and in case you're curious, they don't sell weed. I do love this old hotel sign here. The motel and cafe, the High-Low. And they have an internet cafe here. I didn't know internet cafes were still a thing. That's very 90s. There's another souvenir stop known as the Weed Store. Seems like they sell a lot of similar t-shirts here. The I Love Weed shirt. And out here a couple cutouts wearing the various shirts. There's Marilyn, there's Taylor, and there's Sheldon. Yeah, different souvenirs here that, you know, appeal to certain types of people. There's a t-shirt for the City of Weed Police. Yeah, you gotta have law and order. See some different magnets here. And then you have the city limits sign. Oh, look at that. It's a choice that many people have to make. There's that big mountain overlooking the town there. Could see that when we were driving in from quite a ways away. That is Mount Shasta. And you can see it's got snow on top, even though it is 95 degrees down here in Weed. And you may ask yourself, why is this town named Weed? Is it named after the intoxicating substance? No, it's not. It's named after this guy. This is Abner Weed. He is the founder of Weed. He was a lumber baron who named the town after himself. And yeah, I don't know. Do you guys think he smoked weed? And we have crossed into another state and are at another welcome center. Again, you know, I like to compare and contrast the different welcome centers across the United States. So I figure we check out the Oregon Welcome Center here. You can see we are welcomed to Oregon there in every single language. Well, probably not every single language, but a lot of them. I have a nice little area here to hang out and relax. The air conditioning in here is very nice. Have a little beaver mascot there telling us to take care out there. And look at this banner here. It says only slightly exaggerated. We have the two kids there sitting on top of a giant rabbit in a field of flowers. You can poke your head through there and be one of the giant flower-covered rabbits of Oregon. And they have free posters here. That's a lot of fun. And these are fun posters. Oh my goodness. It says, they all say Travel Oregon. And I guess that is like a character. Is he like he's like an electrical pole or something? Like an animatronic electric pole? That's incredible. And look at this. I'm going to have to grab some of these. Jen would definitely be disappointed if I didn't grab her one of these Oregon beaver posters. Look at the beaver character there. And then look at these flower characters. These are amazing. I love these posters. All of them. There's that beaver again. And some more mascots here. Look at the little shoes. Little anthropomorphic shoes. And check the brochures here. This is this Ripley's is in Newport, Oregon. I've been there. That's one of the more secluded Ripley's. And there's prehistoric gardens here. I don't think I've ever been to this one. Oh, where is that? It's interesting. Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to have time to do a lot of this on this trip because we really do need to start heading back east. But yeah, some fun stuff. The sea lion caves there. Definitely plenty of stuff to do next time I'm in the area. You can see a lot of haziness in the distance there, and the lady inside said that is from fires. Not necessarily fires that are like happening right here, but she said that the smoke does blow in from other areas. We have stopped off here in Medford, Oregon, here at Blackbird. This is a sports and outdoor store, and they have one of the most amazing mascots I have ever seen. Just look at this towering creature here. This is the Blackbird, the mascot of the Blackbird Sports and Outdoor Store. Where do you even begin here? Look at his, I mean, look at, okay, he has this giant bird. He has bulging muscles all throughout his body. He's got these crazy curled up toes, and he has hands, which is very unusual for a bird. He has like claws on his feet, like a normal bird, but also has claws on his arms, which, you know, most birds don't have arms, they have wings. But just the massive beak, the bulging eyes. This thing is a true work of art here, an absolute beauty. The Blackbird. And let's get an up close and personal look here at the bird. See that towering figure there. And let's take a peek inside the actual Blackbird store. Looks like the mascot on the building is a lot less disturbing, a little cuter. He doesn't have weird arm claws. Yeah, there he is. Nice little guy there. Okay, this store's pretty fun here. We have a little ventriloquist dummy, and this is Baby Bill. Baby Bill, I guess the child of the creature out front. It says born April 5th, 1965. Over here at customer service, we have some famed guitars here. This is Paul McCartney's guitar, hand signed, and then this one hand signed by the Rolling Stones. Then we got Jimmy Buffett's guitar over here as well. We have Jaws 2 up here. I don't know why he specifically is Jaws 2, but it's still pretty fun. He's got a leg there sticking out of his mouth. It says Jaws 2 Shark Rides eats kids for free. The guy over here saying, I love the shark petting zoo. Over in the gun section, we have a heavily armed zombie there. And look at that big gun hanging over top our heads. And some fun taxidermy up here. Oh, there's another Blackbird. And a smiley cougar. Oh, there's helmets hanging up here. That's a German helmet. That's a Russian helmet. And oh, look at the American helmet there. I don't know why it has deer antlers on it. Also the Chinese helmet and the blockhead helmet. So it's all very interesting. This is the target pistol here, used for days when light target shooting is necessary, but it's actually a massive gun there. The Acme giant mousetrap there, the mallet. There we have a turkey, a very tiny carousel horse, and a big old black bear. And inside the Blackbird, they have actual black birds here. This is Ace and Betty Bird. Hey there, Betty Bird. How are you? Hey, Ace. You're a pretty bird. And I noticed this sign down here. Please do not whistle to the birds. These birds are able to mimic phrases. To ensure they continue to do so, please do not whistle at the birds. That disrupts their ability to learn. So I guess if you whistle at them, they just want to repeat whistles. It's better to talk to the birds so they can learn how to talk. Hello, bird. How are you today? Having fun doing bird things? You seen that big bird out in the parking lot? He's a scary bird.
Betty, can you say hello? Hello.
Oh.
Thank you, Ace.
Someone said hello. Did you say hello, Betty? You say hello?
Pretty bird, pretty bird.
That's crazy. She said hello, pretty bird, pretty bird. Can you do that again? One more time? Pretty bird, hello. Hello, pretty bird.
Pretty bird, pretty bird.
That is wild. That sounds so human-like. It almost sounds like that's a recording. Wow. Pretty cool little black birds here. I promise I won't whistle at you. Oh, look who we got here. Got a Sasquatch. His name is Harry, apparently. And this is actually like a dummy for target practice. So I guess you can, if you really want to, you can practice on hunting Sasquatch. I don't believe in hunting Sasquatch, as I feel like he's an endangered species. I feel like we should, maybe communicate and create dialogue with Sasquatch, not necessarily blast him away. This is Gabby the Miner. It says, strike it rich at the Blackbird. Look for some gold. There's a big lump of branches and garbage all tangled up with fishing wire. It says, this snag was caught on December 31st, 1994 at Casey Parks. I guess this is like a big underwater piece of garbage that like catches fishing line. Looks like it's caught quite a few fishing lines over the year. You can see all the little bobbers there. I guess finally someone pulled it out of the river. It's kind of a grand catch there. Massive wall of taxidermied heads up here. Let's see the moose. Oh, there's a couple moose over here. It's an elk, a buffalo, some moose. Wow, this is very strange. This deer here was hunted. It was hunted by Uncle Doug Clark, and I guess he shot it with a gun, but then when he retrieved the deer, it had an arrow sticking out of his face. So someone had previously shot him in the face with an arrow, and he lived and walked around with an arrow on his face until he was shot by a gun. One thing is, he's not good at avoiding being shot, but a heck of a survivor. See the soldier up there, and these old-timey flashing neon shoe signs. And on the wall over here, they show the big black bird in 1965 when he was first erected. And then here is the bird actually being constructed. You can see him making his skeleton there. We have stopped off in Grants Pass, Oregon. You can see these two bears that look like they're going camping. Usually it's humans going camping, but in this case it's bears. You can see they have their packs on their back there. This is Buttercup and Teddy over there. But these are not the most famous fiberglass statues in Grants Pass. That goes to this guy down here, the Grants Pass Caveman. Down here is this towering caveman statue, the Grants Pass Caveman. Of course, we are near the Oregon Caves National Monument, and but it kind of has an interesting story behind it. The caveman here is that there was a local group of businessmen who decided that they were going to promote the area, so they would dress as cavemen, wearing wigs, dressing in animal skin togas, and they would just crash different parties and events. Apparently they would crash parties and events, and that they knew the president was going to be at, the president of the United States, so they could meet the president. They apparently crashed the opening ceremony of the Golden Gate Bridge and actually caused the opening to be delayed. So an interesting group of people dressing as cavemen in order to promote the area, and they have erected this massive caveman here as a monument to their society. You see the monument here in memory of Hank Geske, 1935 to 2013 Chief Bighorn. He was the chief of the cavemen for a time.
Yeah, actually, the caveman here has a very interesting shape to him. You can see his arm kind of hangs at a strange angle there. But apparently the artist, the fiberglass artist who worked on this, who was the same company, International Fiberglass, who created the Muffler Men, actually was inspired by a Michelangelo carving and made the kind of odd angle of the arm for that reason. Inspired by Michelangelo. And we have landed here in Eugene, Oregon, here at the University of Oregon. And I wanted to check this out. I have a statue over here. A statue known simply as the Duck. This is the school mascot here. Again, I think he is just called the Duck. The statue says he is the Duck. And apparently he is making an O with his hands. That is the apparently the hand gesture of the University of Oregon. He looks a lot very reminiscent. Very reminiscent. Looks like Donald Duck. He has that sailor's hat on. He's got the sailor's shirt. You can see the little sailor's tie there. It hangs down in the back. This is a very, very detailed statue here, and it's very, very tall. Look at this. Look how tall that duck is. You can see they cover all the details. You have his like little webbed duck feet there, all the way up to his ducky face. And I really love seeing this. I do not follow any sports besides professional wrestling, but I do have a fondness and appreciation for sports mascots. And I've seen a couple other universities that have built statues to their mascots. I know there's a university in Kentucky. I'm having trouble thinking of it right now, but they have like a figure called Big Red that they made a statue of. And then they have Lord Dooley as a mascot, a living skeleton in Atlanta. So yeah, if anyone knows of any other statues of sports mascots, leave a comment in the comment section. But another reason I really wanted to come out and see the statue of a duck to pay homage to this mascot is I actually heard some bad news today, and that is the Mascot Hall of Fame in Whiting, Indiana is closing down. They're shutting their doors. I was there for their opening. It was in 2018, 2019. They opened up. I attended the press event, the opening day, and I'm very sad to hear that in a very short time the attraction is now going to be gone, and there will be no other museums celebrating mascots. I do hope maybe someday the Mascot Hall of Fame will be resurrected somewhere else in the country. Whiting, Indiana is kind of an isolated area, not really a tourist area. So maybe, I don't know, I was just thinking in my head, where would be a good location for the Mascot Hall of Fame? And I think, in my heart of hearts, I think the best city for it, not necessarily here in Eugene, Oregon, but in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, because two of the most famous mascots, the Philly Fanatic and Gritty, are both from Philadelphia. So Philadelphia, I think, if I can gauge the vibe, I think Philadelphia has the strongest mascot game of any U.S. city. So just informally, I'd like to throw that idea out there, that maybe the Mascot Hall of Fame could move to Philadelphia. I think it would be a great location. People there love sports. I think you'd get a good audience. So I'm throwing that out there into the universe. But as you can see, it is getting dark here on the campus of the University of Oregon, here in Eugene, Oregon. So I'm going to go check into my hotel for the night, and then we'll start this song and dance all over again tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for coming along with me. Let me know how you liked, these driving videos. Sometimes I've got to make a lot of distance. So what I generally do is just, I drove at least 6 hours today, and I just try to look for fun things along the way to stop and see. If you like that kind of video, leave a comment in the comment section. If you don't like that kind of video, leave a comment as well. Let me know how you're feeling about this type of video. Just, with doing these state fairs, trying to get these 3 state fairs out of the way, it's taken some massive amounts of traveling, so I'm just kind of wing it as I head from city to city. But again, thank you for watching. If you do like these videos, please consider subscribing. I travel around the country. I film roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, state fairs, and other fun random stuff. If you'd like to help support the channel in other ways, consider contributing to Patreon, $3 or more. We'll get you a postcard once a month from me. Also selling enamel pins in the Etsy shop currently, and very soon there will be some new items in the Etsy shop I'm very excited about sharing with you. And let me think. Oh yeah, doing cameos, personalized messages on Cameo. If you'd like to send a message to a friend, a family member, yourself, any occasion. It can be for a birthday, anniversary, or it could be for no reason at all. If you're interested in that, check the description of this video. And of course, all those things help keep this train on the track, this boat in the water, and this duck in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.